come to France for 3 years now. I was born and raised in China for 22 years, and now I finally have done my studies, my master in France, and I just got my first CDE full-time job, and I met Lina one day before I was gonna receive the job offer, and I called her immediately, and she, like within 1 hour, we passed onto a Google Meet and we talked about some techniques and mindset attitudes I should have. And after we finished the call, I called the HR right away. And the good news is I got the salary that I wanted and I deserved in the end. So it's such a beautiful story with Moisson. Yeah, well, so for me the case was not at all prepared. It was just so spontaneous. I met Lina through another friend in an event. Unexpected how life was made is that we met each other on the evening before, and at that time Lina already showed a lot of her passion, her expertise, and that genuine interest in this vision that women needs to get empowered in negotiating our salary. That touched me a lot, and I really enjoyed the vibes that Lina has at that time. And the next day, so when I got the offer, what's even more funny is that Lina sent me a message on LinkedIn almost 5 minutes before I received the email that they're gonna hire me. So that little message also warmed my heart, and she wrote down her phone number, her email. At that point, the message was more like, yeah, it was nice to meet you and let's stay in contact. I guess she wasn't expecting that I could contact her that soon, but I did. I immediately just copy-paste her phone number into my dial, and I called her because I do need your expertise at the moment. And the story, the rest was history. I come from a business school, and in business schools there's negotiation courses. Each business school, they want their students to have a good job. So we have also career centers that you can book to have some mock interviews and to improve your pitch skills. But none of those courses were systematic in training you to have the mindset as well as the methodologies. They were there, definitely, they have to be there. Business school is not complete without such a career center. But the teaching was not all that personalized. The coaches in those offices, they ask you those standard questions, why you, why the company, why the culture, and all that. So the conversation I had with Lina was a lot more personalized, specific in the sector, in the post, in the job, in the title that I wanted, and she had a lot of knowledge about the sector. And she was just so genuine in understanding about it. I can feel that she really was on my side and wanted to push me to get what I needed. Well, it was pretty short, about 30 minutes. I think mostly it's the confidence. That's also the key word I talk to my friends a lot, is that when I was alone handling those calls, even though, yeah, I did had some negotiation trainings, but I wasn't at the top of my confidence. I can sense my hesitation when the HR was asking me, did you get other offers? Do you have other options? I felt like I needed to lie a little bit. But when I lie, when people lie, you don't feel all that comfortable. So the confidence that she gave me through that call, that energy transpires even across a screen. So the next time when I was on the call, I was in a way better mood. I was way happier. In the beginning, when I called the HR, I felt like at the end, I put her a bit down. She was not expecting me to negotiate, and I also, I needed to go on other calls. So I said, can you just tell me if you are able to give me this number or not? And she was like, oh, okay, so we'll talk afterwards. You go to your meeting. So it was like a abrupt ending of the first call. But the second call at the end of the day after my meeting with Lina was that in the end, I said that you are the best HR I've had in my job hunt in this 2 months. You were very professional, you work hard, and I really appreciate all your handling with me. So she was really happy, really appreciate what I just said to her. So immediately the vibe between just me and her was drastically improved. And I think that's the energy that can only inspire once you're confident in yourself and you're not lying, you have integrity, and then people can feel that as well, and you have more energy to give. So I knew there could be some beliefs that negotiation is about taking, it's a zero-sum game. Many of my friends, they feel bad to negotiate. They feel like it's gonna put yourself in jeopardy, as if they just underestimate themselves. They start with the belief that if you ask for more, you're taking a huge risk. You might already lose what's in your hand, and so that's a risk they don't want to take. Another myth I would say is people think it's either you win or I win. So it's a fight, it's a conflict, it's someone has to lose. And I think the reason for that myth is the delivery. It's how you deliver the message, and if you deliver that in a violent way because you weren't trained to deliver in a non-violent way, you will come off as abrupt and not well-rounded. It's like, can you give me more? And nobody loves to just get asked and be taken from something. But if you pitch that in a way that is, you meet what they need, so you give first, you show them that you are helping them a lot, and then can you give me what I deserve, then it creates a virtuous environment. So I think the myth that it's a zero-sum game was mostly because people weren't trained to deliver a message in a non-violent way. And once you learn that, you will see that it's win-win. It's mutually, it's a synergy. Well, so this goes a lot back to history. Well, we were taught many ideas were also reinforced throughout the time that my mom, for example, she's fine of being treated less, and she's into the family, so she already sets the standard low, so she wasn't able to teach her kids to set the standard high. That just expands across the society, where if there's not a single person who says that standard was set too low, then nobody's gonna say it. There's always need to be someone pioneering this movement. Everyone deserves to get what they deserve, because that creates a virtuous cycle. Then you can thrive, and then your employee, your employer, and the whole society, yourself, all the network you have, they need you to thrive as well. So in the end, maybe because of historical reasons, women were put at the disadvantage. I don't see it as a war. I see it as how things should be. I think a lot of has to do with showing them that you are similar. You all come from similar backgrounds, but somehow I'm able to get this, and you're only getting this. So immediately they're gonna see, but why? And then that motivation is gonna come from within, because they would make a logical. If you know that there's something on the table, would you take it or would you leave it?